जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Okay, Hare Krishna. This is the series of Prahlad Maharaj's realization, which he learned in the womb of his mother when Narad Muni was preaching to his mother. Since he was listening all the conversation what Narad Muni was preaching to his mother, because he was in her womb and he is listening. So that knowledge, even when he came out of the womb, and he remembered very well, and he is a child of only 5 years old, not big, but that soul, the Prahlad soul, he may be 5 years old, he is not 5 years old, he is a Sanatan, he Purana Purusha, he is not any child at all. Child for time being, in that particular body he is a child, but he is a Purusha Sanatana, he is a Sanatan, but he has all this knowledge he gained. Now he is teaching us actually, so we also need to understand this in this body, and his preaching is very strong here. This entire chapter is very strong preaching of actually how we need to get out of this body and this world. Two things. One is body, we have to get out of this body. Another thing, we have to get out of this world also, this material world. There are two worlds in this situation. One is spiritual world, one is material world. And we are belongs to both. We belong to both. Now, this body we are belonging to both, spiritual world and material world. Actually, we are not belonging here. We are only belonging to spiritual world, not to the material world. But since we have this body, we belong to this world also, because we are entangled in that. It's complete entanglement which we cannot be unbound, we can't get out. Even if we want, we can't get out easily. There is a process to get out of this material body and this material world also. That process which Prahlad Maharaj is teaching us. What is that process? That we need to understand. Whether it is worth, here first of all we have to understand, we have to make a decision. I have to get out of this body, this material body, and also I have to get out of this material world, where are the surroundings I have. That decision we have to make first. Without that decision, we will not be able to make progress at all, because what is governing us is we are not independent here. We are bound by so many things. One is material body, which has so many other paraphernalias which are protecting us. In a prison, in the prison house here, in the local prison or anything, you can't get out of the prison because there are so many security guards. You can't do this, you can't do this, so many guards are there. So you can't get out at all. So similarly, in this material body also, there are so many guards. Of the main is, all these guards, main is the mind. We have a mind, right? We do all the activities through this mind. We are the spirit souls. Energy comes from the spirit souls. Mind is not, it doesn't have energy. Energy comes from the spirit soul. From the spirit soul's energy, the mind does the activities. Like he is the manager for the body. Mind is the manager for the body. And the soul is the owner of the body. He is the manager of the body. So he manages things. But he is a culprit. He is not working for us, the soul. He is working for his own enjoyment. He has his own sensibility. He is controller of the senses. He does it for his enjoyment, not for our enjoyment. We are not getting any enjoyment. We feel we are getting enjoyment, but that's not our enjoyment at all. Our means, within this, the soul, what we are is not the body. Body is like a shop. The owner and the manager. The two things, if we understand, the manager and the owner. Owner of the shop, the living soul, the spirit soul inside this body is the owner of the body, the shop, the owner of the shop. And the mind is the manager. And mind has so many assistants, the senses. He is managing the senses. All the activities are done by the workers in the shop. To the example, because different department has given to them and they are working in the shop or the factory or whatever you say, it's a factory, different departments, there are workers and there are different managers are there. And mind is the general manager. And he does all those things. And this general manager is a crook. He's a crook means what he does is he does everything for his enjoyment. He wants to be satisfied. He won't get pleasure. That's what his idea is. Not for the soul. He is not working for the soul. He always sees, he gets the pleasure. That's why he engages the senses in different activities, which is making us bound in this material body and also in this material world. Because this mind, always we had the mind always. As the moment we came to this material world, mind is there. Mind carries all the informations within that. All the glimpses are there stored in the mind. It is a storehouse. All whatever we did in previous lives, in previous bodies, because so many 8,400,000 bodies we came. Finally, this is the body. This is the final body. Is the Manusha Jarma. This Manusha body, the human body, is the final. Otherwise, we pass through all insect, birds, beasts, and everything we pass through. Finally, we came to this body. And the mind also came through. All those bodies, the mind also came through. Mind is not only in this human body. Mind is there in that body also. And its activities are, maybe according to the body's capacity, mind acts. But this human body is the ultimate body where you will be able to get out of this body as well as get out of this world. In other bodies, you will not be able to get out of this world at all. You go to another body and another body, another body, another body, body after body, body after body. And your mind is always with you. And mind is carrying you different bodies. And it makes his sense gratifying, his enjoyment in all the bodies, different bodies. Like, human body, we have different enjoyments we can do. The material enjoyment, there are different. And the animal body also different enjoyments. Like a hog, it has an enjoyment to, eat the stool and all those things. That is the enjoyment for that hog body. The lion body, like eating meat and all those things, the enjoyment with that body. And lion also works, how to catch the prey and all those things. Intelligence is needed. That body also you have the intelligence, and you work accordingly to satisfy the senses of that body. So here also the same thing, human body, our mind is working to satisfy the senses of this human body. And that is the effect in the soul. And this creates the reactions. Whatever the activity you do, whatever the activity the mind guides us to do, mind is guiding force. Mind is not independent of us. Mind is not independent from us because energy comes from the soul only. Only when the soul permits the mind to do, the mind can do. If the soul doesn't permit, mind can't do anything. If I am decided, I don't want to do this, and I force the mind, control the mind. No, I don't want to do it. Mind may be, tempting me to do it. If I control, I don't want to do it. Then mind can't do anything. Suppose, take for a simple example. You want to fast on Ekadashi days, right? Okay. You want to fast on Ekadashi. Mind will tempt you to eat so many things because so many preparations are made. Mind will tempt you, eat this, drink this, and all those things. There is so many nice preparations. Mind will tempt you. But in case you made a decision, I don't want to eat, then mind can't do. Your hands can't go there. And you can't pull and you won't eat unless you permit. Mind can't do anything. Only through your permission, mind doesn't have energy. Energy comes from the soul. If the soul permits, then mind acts. If the soul doesn't permit, mind can't act. So, it is in our hand. But for that, we have to be purified of the impurities what we are carrying with us. We are carrying the impurities and the reactions of all our past activities in all our past bodies. Not only in this body. In this body also we do impure activities. In the human body also we do impure activities which is not helping us to get out of this, because that's called bad karma. Karma is there. Karma we have to do. That bad karma is pulling us down. Even good karma you do, but that's also bound in the material world only. So control this mind not to do thing which is not good for me. Good for me means the soul. It is not good for the soul. Soul has to be pure. It has to not influenced by kama, krodha, mada, moha, lobha, matsari, anything. Should not be influenced. Any activity influenced by these 6 enemies are giving reactions of negative reactions. I could say negative reactions, not positive reactions. So one negative reactions pulls you down, go into the lower species of life. And positive reactions will take you to upper planetary system of this material world. You are still not getting out. You are still in this material world and you get in a higher body, different body, you will enjoy that differently. Like if you go to heavenly planets, Indraloka. If you go to Indraloka, you have so many enjoyments to do that. You live in Indraloka so far as you had accumulated punya karma, that good karmas, the positive energies, what you saved, what you accumulated, the positive energy, so you will stay there till that positive energy is finished. See, it is like, keeping a deposit, like, for anything. Suppose we have to stay in a resort or anything. So we have to keep a deposit there. So we are, going to stay here for 15 days, 1 month or anything. You have to give a deposit there, money. You should have the money. So with that money, you will stay there. When that money is finished, your 15 days, 30 days finished, they will kick you out. They will not keep you anymore there, kick you out. Similarly, this Swargaloka also, we can go to the Swargaloka and stay there as long as we have our punya, good karmas accumulated, stored. The moment it is exhausted, all accumulated karma is gone, you are kicked out, because then you come back to material world. Of course, you may not be going to the animal species of life unless you did a crime there. If you did everything okay and your punya is finished, then you are coming to this material and you will get a human birth. If you did anything bad there, negative reactions, you go to lower directly, not human, go to a lower species of life. So all the chin, so you whatever you do, good or bad, you get the reactions, and that's all prompted by the mind to do it. So this mind has to come under the control. if the mind, if the manager doesn't report to the owner, what happens? He makes his own enjoyment. And he keeps, in our case now, our mind keeps us, makes us full of us. And mind makes us think as if he is doing everything good for us. Actually, he is not doing anything good for us. He is doing everything bad for us. That's why we have to take control of what's happening. That is called tapasya. The tapasya or meditation, what we do, that's how to control this mind. This, what we could, Prabhupada will call it the rascal mind. So that mind which is not acting for our interest, he is acting of his own interest. So because he wants to enjoy, he wants to remain here, he is tricking us and he gives all temptation to us. So we have to resist him, we have to control him, so then we have to see all these processes are there for us to learn by examples of the previous acharyas or previous devotees who had practiced this and got out of. There are so many devotees who had practiced this because they have to do all this tapasya. Tapasya means renunciation, forcing the mind not to get tempted, because we are also tempted souls. We have the material body, we are tempted by our mind to do this, do that, do this, and we are getting the reactions and we are bound here. So we have to control this rascal mind and not to feed him. Whatever he says, we have to say no. Whatever the mind says, we have to say no. Because mind is trying to tempt us to do something. We have to say no. But sometimes he may be saying good. At that time you have to agree. So we know what is good for us and accordingly we have to instruct the mind. How we know what is good for us? That's the main question. Because we are, we are grown up in all this atmosphere which is like this only, the material atmosphere. How do we know it is good for the soul? We don't know. So for that we need a guide who will tell us what is good for you. All these literatures, Srimad Bhagavatam, all these acharyas, all the Mahatmas who did the tapasya, all those great Mahatmas did tapasya like anything. Like your Ramanujacharya or Madhvacharya, all these acharyas. For example, in the last class, we talked about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, this material world, he is the Lord himself, came here to teach us what is good for us. Like he was all 24 hours, he is totally submerged in thinking about the pastimes of Krishna. And last class, it was so wonderful class where he was, although he was in Gambhira, its own, but he didn't know when he went out and he drowned in the ocean. He didn't know. He was just thinking he is in Vrindavan and he is enjoying the gopis, Krishna's Gopalila, all those leelas he is enjoying, and he doesn't know. And he fell in the sea and the fisherman has caught him in this net. And he thought, then he was just, the fisherman thought he is a ghost or something like that. It means he totally submerged. So that is the way how we need to do ourselves also. For examples of those are great devotees. There are so many other devotees, like, Bhakta Kumbhara, Bhakta this, what's other devotees? Bhakta Tukaram in Maharashtra. He went in his own body. He is also so controlled, his mind. He was always chanting Krishna's name. Vitthala, 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 Vitthala. Vitthala is the deity in the Pandharpur. He is Lord Krishna. So he was always chanting about, he was always thinking about, people are calling him, all, beggar and what not. And his wife was not cooperating with him. But still he was kept on doing it. Although everybody blasphemed him, he kept on doing it. That is what is needed by every living entity. So get out of this. The goal has to be that I want to get out of this particular body and I have to go back to Godhead. Go to Krishna Loka. Because the soul's situation is not here. It is not a proper place. Because we are like in a prison house. We are in a prison house. We are, all the living entities who are in this material world, they are in prison house. Like in the state, there is a prison house. We are in prison house. So prison house, everybody need to get. But what happened in our case, the prison house, we think this is our house. This is where we belong. Actually, we are not belonging here at all. None of us belonging here. And also, here when this material attachments, all these relations, when we give up this body, when we die, what happens? Everything is gone. Even this body is gone. All those you call this particular body in particular name, that name is gone altogether. Illepo. So there is no name that also. Thereafter, that name is not there. If somebody may remember that name, but you are not there. That soul within that body was there. It's already gone, left. And that soul doesn't remember that I was in this body. Do we remember what body we are in our previous lives? We don't remember. That soul also doesn't remember. The moment he is left this body is cremated, destroyed, everything gone. Wife, children, parents, wealth, everything. We are not connected at all. That soul is gone. It has gone somewhere, some other body. And he has no connection here. He has no right here. Nothing. It's all left. He is going alone. Although he was with his family, all those connected people are there. My children, my uncle, my auntie, and my boss, and my guru, and everybody. It's all left here. So he is going alone, and he forgot everything there. So then what is the use? That's what Prahlad Maharaj says. What is the use of all these relations? What is the use? It all has no connection to you at all. As long as you are in this body, they are all collected friends, so very nice. But the moment you left this body, you have no connection. You will be going to different body. There you are developing another body and another situation as per your karma. What karma you did. If you have done very good karmas, very nice things, maybe you will elevate it in Surgaloka, Indraloka, Chandraloka, or anything. You may be enjoying like anything there. If you have accumulated bad karmas like killing animals and all, and doing bad things, you will be degraded. Go to Patala Loka, Naraka Loka, all those lokas, you will enjoy or suffer there. And also suffering there, you have to come back here. No, that will be evolutionary. Whatever, all those, whatever punishment for the bad karmas, you go to in different spices of life and suffer there. Then when you get elevated, you will come to another human body, maybe after many kalpas. You don't know what kalpa we will come to that body. If you go to Swargaloka also, we don't know what kalpa will be back. Maybe you must have so much accumulated punya, you may remain in Swargaloka so many. Then you have to come back here. There also you are not liberated. You are, you are controlled there also by your mind. Your mind is guiding. So main culprit to the spiritual realization, spiritual advancement, or mind. If mind comes under control, then we own the game. If mind is not in our control, game is lost. Although sometimes you may win, sometimes you may lose, sometimes win, but game is lost. If the mind comes under control, you own the game. You are able to dictate to the mind, do as I want. Not that I won't do as you want, you do as I want. So that's the category of the power we have to be determined. That's called the determination to do. That we need to develop. Determination to control the mind. I want to control it, I want to do it. That determination has to be there. Unless we are determined, we will not be able to do that. How the determination comes? One thing, we have to make sure this, understand this situation, as explained. After we leave this body, everything what we had has no connection to us at all. It's all left behind. We have no connection. Neither with our wives, children, or anything. We don't have connection. Gone. The soul has gone to another body. And that soul is not remembering anything. Now I don't remember what was my previous life. I don't remember who is my relatives. Maybe they are now. I don't know. I have no relations. Because I don't remember anything. So we need to understand that after we leave this body, we have no connection here. So then what is the importance of this? You have to understand. That understanding gives us the determination. After I give up this body, I should be get liberated. For that process is always ananyas chintayata mam. So always we have to think about Krishna and his pastimes. That's the process. Srimad Bhagavatam, all the Vaishnavas, all the Mahatmas, whatever they preach, Srimad Bhagavatam, we have to study that literature like Prahlad Maharaj preaches and all other Mahatmas talk about we should be always constantly submerged in thoughts of Krishna, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did. He has shown us the example how a devotee has to live, how he has to get out. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got out of this body, is submerged in Jagannath. Jagannath's body emerged because his body was not material like us. It was a spiritual body merged with Jagannath. But ours is a material body. We have to give up this body. But during the process, if you are totally submerged in Krishna's thoughts, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did, then this material body also transferred to as a spiritual body. We also will be able to submerge with Jagannath. Mirabai did it. She had a material body. She was totally remembering Krishna only, nothing else. She thinks, although she was married, she was not considering husband. That husband, the material husband was her husband. She was thinking Krishna as her husband. Always totally thinking about Krishna, doing everything. Then when she was about to give up her body, in Dwarka, she merged to Krishna's body. This material body no more remained. She submerged, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, it's possible for us, if it's possible for Mirabai, and it's possible for us also. But we have to bring out our determination for that. To get out of this material world and this material body, we have to bring out determination. We have to bring in the determination. Of course, our mind will tempt us not to do that. It is very hard. Because mind will say it is very hard. How you tolerate this? Because he is the culprit, telling us, discouraging us. He will always discourage us. And he will always bring us in obstacles, mind. But we have to overcome the obstacles. Not only mind brings the obstacles, even Maya Devi also brings obstacles. We have to pass Maya Devi's obstacles also, because natural obstacles also comes. Not only mind brings the obstacles, but only mind is the culprit. Maya Devi also is the culprit. She also wants to stop. And she also wants to test how much we are determined to go to Krishna. Go to Krishna Loka. Or get out of this material world. Maya Devi also brings in so many obstacles. We have to overcome all those obstacles. And then we are ready to go. Unless otherwise, every step of the way, we get obstacles. So we have to be able to face that obstacles. And this happens in 1 in millions or 1 in. So it is not always everybody can do it. But everybody can do it once you understand this particular thing. Because we are not belonging to this material world. We are belonging to spiritual world. And this material body is not I am. I am not this material body. The body is different. I am a living entity within the body. I am a spirit soul within this body entangled. And this mind is my servant, but he is not working for me. That we need to understand. Main thing we have to understand is this mind, what we have now. This guy is not working for us. He is working for himself. He is making all the profits. So whatever profit is for him, not for us. We don't get any profits. You maybe get the glimpses of the profit, but that profit is not for you. It is for him only. He only keeps the profit. Because when we give up the body, that profits, whatever he made, it kept for him, right? To bound us in this material world. Even after taking another body, if we get another material body, in that also same mind is there. The same mind in that next material body, same mind is there. Because he is the uncontrolled mind. The controlled mind, when we control the mind, if the mind becomes our servant, we are able to get out of that and he will be always our control. Because then we are associating with the Lord, because we are going to the spiritual energy, spiritual. So then we will not be having these all obstacles there. And there we are very free to do the service. That's a loving service to the Supreme Lord. Of course, there are different liberation, different types of liberations. The liberation which we are talking at associating with the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, there are so many other liberations also. There's different types of liberations. One is merging into the Lord and so many things. So many other types of liberation. But our goal is associating with Him. So that should be our goal. Once that goal is there, whatever body we get, we don't mind. Because we are associating and serving them. Once we start serving them, or whatever way, whatever relation we want to build, because different souls have different relations. Like Mother Yashoda is a motherly feeling, Radharani is conjugal loving, all the Gopas, friendly. So these different relations, and whatever type of relation we like, accordingly we can have that particular position wherever his pastimes are going, and whatever kind of body he gives us, with that body we will be there and liberated from all these things. So that's our goal. And Prahlad Maharaj is preaching because he studied all those things in the womb of his mother. He is a 5-year-old child and he is teaching us. And this Srimad Bhagavatam is the literature which definitely one who studies Srimad Bhagavatam will definitely get liberated. And if he follows very strictly the teachings and all these Mahatmas and devotees, what struggle they happened, how they control their mind, how they got out. If we follow them, we will also be able to, any soul can do it if it is determined. Any soul. Of course, the criminals and all those, they have to go down and suffer for that. And for all those who had accumulated good karmas, they have to enjoy that, exhaust them, all of them. Unless you want to devote all your good karmas to Him, then you will be able to go in this life only. So you must have accumulated. Must have accumulated good karmas also, right? So that we have to devote it. It is not my good karma. It's all your good karma. You did all those things. When we, this is surrendering to Him means surrendering everything to Him. Sarva dharman parityaja mama ekam sharanam raja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshasmi means that we are surrendering everything to Him. I am no more. This body also is not mine. This wealth also is not mine. This, whatever, property I have, it's not mine. All yours, not mine. Completely surrender. At that time, the soul is pure. When we do that, sarva dharman parityaja, everything, our money, everything, if we surrender to Him, then we don't have to go upper planetary system also. We go to Him. Because all those accumulated punya also exhausted because we are given to Him, donated to Him. So we have to donate those things, whatever earned. But your bad karmas, you have to suffer. But He says, I will even all those, sarva dharman parityaja, mama ekam shan, aham thom sarva papebhyo mokshasmi. That also He says. That papa also, He will nullify it. Also you may have to, suffer for a little bit glimpses. Big, criminals. Also, once he completely surrender, all the past karmas are gone. Bad karmas, good karmas, everything is gone. When everything is gone, you will be able to go and associate with Him. If anything is left out with us,